A male swan is a cob, a female swan is a pen, and a juvenile swan is a cygnet.
Here are some distinct features of the snow goose. It has orange beak and feet, and a black tipped wings. Its eyes are distinct from its beak, and its neck is only half the length of its body.
The distinct features of the mute swan is they have an orange beak and they have a big knob on their beak.
The distinct features of the tundra swan is the tundra swan has a dipped beak, there is a yellow or orange spot by the eye, and the black connecting from eye to eye is a U shape, and on the trumpeter swan it is a V shape.
The distinct features of the trumpeter swan are there's a V shape from eye to eye, and they have a more triangular beak. It isn't curved like the tundra swan.
A trumpeter swan sounds like this.
By the 1900s, trumpeter swans were nearly extinct due to hunting. Their beautiful white feathers were wanted for hats back in Europe.
In 1935, there were 68 trumpeter swans found in the Continental Valley when they were all thought to be extinct. And today there are over 30,000 in North America.
Trumpeter swans back to the Blackfoot Valley were essentially bringing all the wildlife that was here historically back here. And that's pretty neat to think that we've got a working landscape like where we're at right now. We're on a private ranch. In fact, this is the Rolling Stone Ranch that we're on this side, and it's Tim Swanberg and Elaine Caton on the other side. This is private property that we're on, and these are working lands. To think that we've got all these critters that were here now 200 years ago is pretty amazing. And why do you think trumpeter swans disappeared from this landscape? In fact, we only had one observation that we've got confirmed on the books of trumpeter swans, and that was by Meriwether Lewis, just west of here in 1804. Why did they disappear?
Because people hunted them.
Because people hunted them.
Because of their feathers and stuff and their meat.
Yeah, so because of their feathers and their meat and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that trumpeter swans actually go flightless for 4 to 6 weeks.
Presenting Louis Boma's story.
Move from pond to pond, but they stayed in our ponds pretty much the whole summer. And this is the first time we had ever seen them. And we thought that's pretty neat, you know what I mean? Maybe we're going to get to see some babies out of this deal. Well, me not knowing the life cycle and so on of the trumpeter swan very well, it didn't happen. 2001, same thing. Same thing. 2001, same thing. They came back early in the spring. Ponds were still froze over. They flew around the yard a couple of times and took off. About 2 weeks later, they came back, stayed there all summer again. The third year, they turned around and come back, and they got really aggressive. Trumpeter swans and Canada geese do not get along. And they literally drove every Canadian honker completely out of lakes. I mean, I've seen them flying through the air. I mean, literally chased them out of the pond. The fourth year, we actually watched her build the nest south of one of our buildings on the backside of the yard over there. And that was on Memorial Day weekend when it happened. Well, she set the nest for about 2.5 weeks. And I left the next morning. I had to deliver a load of post into Great Falls early. And so at about 7 o'clock, my son calls me because we had another client coming in early. And he said, "Dad, the female's laid dead in the driveway."
The goals for the Adopt a Swan project is they want 7 nesting pairs for 5 years.